Hello everybody, welcome back to Vampyr. Picking up where we left off, we're going to go into this building, which I'm reasonably sure we haven't been into yet, to see if it'll unlock the hideout for us, which I hope. Also, in between parts, I did do a little bit of research on Camellia, and turns out she never talks. There is no way to get her to talk. The thing I was looking at, I don't know, seemed to indicate that she said stuff, but I guess not. Alright. Yeah, a lot of blood in here. Not a surprise. Wow. The amount of blood may be a little surprising. Like, damn. Yeah, there's a fucking bloodbath in here, man. Don't know why I'm suddenly picking up all these rings. Like it's a normal thing for people to have, but it just seems weird because like I don't think I've ever picked up one. And now I'm picking up like so many, it seems. But yeah, I don't know what the hell happened in here, but there's a safe in here. Oh, and that's the hideout. Okay. So that is how you get into the hideout. Oh, and I can get into the safe. Nice. Okay, well that's weird. I really expected there to be like, you know, something more to it. But I guess now I have to unlock. Oh, no, this is... Oh, and there's the bad guys. Okay, so then this must be the way out, which should hopefully be unlocked now that I'm leaving it, right? Not that it really matters, since the other path is clear of enemies anyway, as it turns out, but still. Now is this... Yeah, this is definitely the door I was going to, but now it's actually unlocked, which is nice. The fact that this hideout is like a separate load screen isn't great, but what can you do? Alright, well, let's go... see if we can deal with these guys. Okay, that was easy enough. Thankfully, the blood trail continues, though, which does worry me. Blood is addiction. Nope. Vampires drink blood. This may be their most specific trait, the sinister peculiarity of their condition, if I may say so, but for me, this is not the most important characteristic of their diet. What has always fascinated me since I started to study them is the imperative need for blood they seem to endure. They want it more than anything, and this desire can drive them to expose themselves, and when they drink it, they seem to feel some sort of short trance, an ecstasy epiphany. Said to me once a Vault god I interviewed in Moscow. I'm convinced that this is an essential element to understand the nature and condition of the vampires. They don't drink blood because it sustains them, but that it offers them ecstasy. Vampires are addicted to blood, all of them. It is part of their nature, and those among the immortals who refuse to submit to their appetite by the strength of their will only are never freed from this addiction. You know, for some reason, I'm not quite sure why that made me think of it. But it made me think of... Because, like, when you embrace somebody and drink their blood, it kills them, right? In this game. I do believe that later we will meet a vampire that's been around for a while. And when they... And they drink the blood, but they don't kill people when they do it. And it made me think of BioShock, and how that may have been like a... Alright, where's this going to lead us to? may have been a good alternative for the way they did it in this game. Instead of it being they die or you don't get any blood from them, it could, like, they could have had it where you mesmerize them and you drink the blood, and you can get a huge amount immediately by killing them. Where the hell are we? Over here. Rookie down there. Was this door? Oh, you know what? Yeah, I was here already before. We were already here. Because I came down here, I looked, and then, like, I think I... Was I here already? Now I'm questioning it. I think I was. Garbage can looks open. Although there's one over there that looks like it isn't. I'm not sure now. Is there anything here worth it? There's an eavesdrop spot. But that's the one that we can't. Oh, and that's not it anyway. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we've been here. This is right next to the bridge. Yeah, we've been here. We don't need to worry about that. Let's go make our medicine, go cure some people. Hope that loading screens don't respawn enemies. Since this is your hideout, you would assume that once you kill those two, they stay dead, but... Alright, what all do we need for meds here? That guy has a migraine, but we can't see him anyway, because he won't let us in the building. Cadigan Bates, I do believe, is the guy we rescued, so we can't give him medicine yet. Nethercott has a cold, we can cure him. So cold, fatigue, and migraine is what we need. Okay, we need one. Fatigue. Cold. And migraine. Nice. Oh, actually, do we have anything to analyze? No. Can recycle a lot of this stuff, though. Aluminum shards and powders. I got a fuck ton of those, but we haven't had to buy very much lately, so I'm not too worried about that. Do I have what I need? No. I guess I haven't been finding any good handle things. What about the steak? Can I get... yes, I can upgrade my steak. And then decrease stamina consumption. I got a fuck ton of those materials. Tiny good handle part. I don't know if I should bother with the use looper, because I can buy milk shotgun or something, right? So I might do that. Nope, I want the exit. Also, I think because it's still the first night, because Dorothy will end up in this district. I think once we rest, I think she'll end up here. And I think that's why we can't get the other hint for the mute chick, for Camellia. Because that hint has something to do with Dorothy being here. So obviously until Dorothy comes here, we can't do the hint, which is why we can't investigate any of the flowers she's putting out. Okay, where was my door? Here it is. That I unlocked. Because what's his face should be over here. Oh, what's this? Oh, come here, buddy.
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott. And good evening to... Do you need medical...
Yeah. Here you go.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
I'll leave you alone.
I mean, if somebody said that their mental health is more important than their physical health, I would accept that. But just because your mental health is more important doesn't mean that you give up on your physical health. I mean, once your physical health degrades enough, you're going to get some mental effects of that as well. So.
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle. Pay me
Yeah.
a bottle and I'll Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you
Got
just look
some
the other
new
way this
people
week,
here.
Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Oh, apparently I can mesmerize him, but I'm not going to
All right.
worry about it right now.
I shall leave you alone.
It also was blue, meaning that I have a hint for that guy. Okay, where are these two? Where are the two dickheads that were fighting? Also, apparently I should have... Oh. There they are. Wait, Harry? No, it's not Harry. Are they this way? Ah, there she is. Loretta. Means the other two are just past her. Awesome. Yo, yo, yo,
Good evening,
Benji.
Can I help?
I'm afraid
You don't
Yeah.
seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I can try to help your body heal, sir. But you must stop destroying it.
The war destroyed me, Doctor.
Alright, so there's your
Okay.
meds. Then Albert is here.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Alright.
Goodbye.
I won't end up another drunk.
See, now one thing that worries me a little bit is like, because I gave him the recruitment thing, I don't know that, like, I may have very well fucked up some hints there. Okay, you know what? I do want to actually continue going this way. We'll go talk to the guy who owes some money, and we'll look through our thing there for Harry to see what the hell hint I picked up about him. But I just want to see if there's another... Because we haven't been able to get into the West End. That's the one section that we haven't been able to get into and talk to anybody. Every gate that we've been to, every potential entrance to it, the ring, has all been locked.
It's locked.
Yeah, and it's still locked. Alright. Well, that's all I wanted to check. Alright. Okay. What was his name? Harry something. Harry Monroe. Harry Peterson, who also suffers from fatigue, so I should probably grab one of those. It doesn't look like I have any hints, so he must just be... Yeah, he's just mesmerized level 1. That's why I can get in. Alright. Well, since he suffers from fatigue, I guess I may as well grab one of those.
Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so it's just fatigue that I need for him, which is nice. It's an easy one to get. Just to double check to make sure it is fatigue, yes. Boop. Remember when I couldn't find any quinine, whatever it's, however it's pronounced there, and now I have 15 of them? That's nice. I'm still curious if coming to these later areas and doing all this stuff now is going to improve things for me down the road, or if it's going to just... I don't know, because like I feel like with all the hints and that we have, right? Like we don't need very many more hints. We don't need a lot of this other stuff. Let's talk to these guys out here first.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist. I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Well, he's healthy, so that's good.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
That's fair.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
How honorable. Okay, so that's it for hints for him. But I'm assuming this is Harry's dad. So let's go talk to this dude.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Alright. I wonder if now we'll be able to talk to her back at the hospital with some hints. Because I don't remember when we talked to her if we got the option for hints or not.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
So skulls. Wonder if there are any that I dealt with already. Okay, well let's see what you have.
Show me what you have.
Well, you do have tiny good handle parts. 80 gold though. Ooh, or shillings, whatever the hell it is. 80, and you only have 2 and I need 3. Apparently I have some stuff I can sell though, like all these rings. Guess I'll keep that because I don't know if I can take that apart or not. Okay, but I did get another hint for, where is he? Joe. Who's taking a leak on the wall. Pleasant.
You again? What do you want this time?
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Let's see. Do I have something I need to specifically say about that? Oh, no, apparently it doesn't matter.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Okay. Really, no hint for that?
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Okay, back to Barrett then, see if he has anything to say about best friends.
Fancy buying?
You never... Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Let's see. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's another... It doesn't seem like it matters here, so...
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Alright. How many hints for you I got? I still have one more to get.
Goodbye for now.
You're late. Where's my money?
Okay, let's see. I don't know if that would have unlocked anything else. It did not. Alright. Alright, well, let's get into the house here, since his boy is a little bit weak-minded.
Hello, young man. It's me again. May I come in?
I told you before. I don't...
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
As I go through your drawers immediately upon entering.
May I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
He does have
Do you
fatigue.
need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this.
Yeah, I've
But
healed
thank you for
10
your
citizens.
concern,
Great.
sir.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
I mean,
You have a roof over your head? A place to call home? Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
So he went out and saw some vamps, did he?
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
I mean, you don't know that.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
I mean, it is obviously
My
possible
dreams
that
are soaked with glue.
if you weren't born, he wouldn't have ended up the way he did. But it's also entirely possible that if you weren't born, something else would have had him end up the way he did. Like what if scenarios, you know. Obviously, he has very little issue
It's locked all right.
being a criminal or doing this work, otherwise he wouldn't do it. So if he's already open to the idea of doing the work, then it's entirely possible that he just would have ended up doing the work some other way. Dear Mr. Peterson, it is my duty to inform you of our refusal to accept your application for a job at the dockyard. I must thank you for the time spent at our office explaining the difficulty of your situation. You're ill boy in the loss of your beloved wife, but it is also my duty to point out the policy of our company, which expressly reproves the employment of former criminals or convicts. Your unfortunate connections with the ill-famed Wet Boot Boys have been duly noted. These are hard times, sir, and Finch and Harper intend to reward first the candidates who pass the small inquiry we like to conduct about our future employees. You have my deepest sympathy, and may God be with you and with your family. Really? The docks aren't hiring criminals? I thought the docks were one of the few places that criminals could go to be hired. If you ever suspect someone to be a vampire, don't try to kill it yourself. You have no chance. Instead, contact me or try to inform a professional vampire killer. These men and women are rare, but they know what to do against these evil creatures. It seems that some of them are working together under the name of the Garda Prewin, a paramilitary organization dedicated to the eradication of the vampires in London. They are your friends. You are not alone. Solutions exist. Be smart. Spread the word. Clarence Crossley. Don't know that guy. I don't think that's the dude. Is that the preacher guy that we killed? Like the Reverend dude? Okay. Also, let's check our... No, I need one more. One less, whatever. Well, I mean, there is an eavesdrop that we need to do. That'll probably get us a hit for both of these guys.
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
Alright, Joe, let's see.
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job. And I know I made some bad choices, but I'm a wet boot boy now. People won't forget it.
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life in another town.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. We are poor. My son's weak, and there's no way he'll endure another disappointment.
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Goodbye.
Man, I wonder what would happen if we kill this kid.
Taking up my father's business.
Alright, let's see. So I don't know that we got
Never-
anything.
What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
But despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Alright.
Goodbye.
I mean, I don't know how to get these last hints. I do know that there is a, where does Dad go? That there's an eavesdrop between these two. And that I need to be up there, I think, I think that's where the eavesdrop spot is, but... Anyway, what is our... Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Investigations. Trinkets and more. Oops. Boop. Okay, up there, eh? So, do I go... I guess I can try and just go straight. No, that's not what I wanted. This way. And then, because we'll go and do this first. I imagine that the guys who jumped him were, oh, pre-wing guys, eh? Okay, I expected it to be skulls here. That guy have a fucking... Oops. Nope, stop. Oh wow, their leash is really short. Yeah, they have a super short leash. I think that guy's a flamethrower though. Oh, nope, poison gas, eh? Don't like how fast, like, I don't know.
Steady, boys! We've got one of them!
There's somebody in that building behind them too.
I'll send you back in a fucking grave!
Oh wow, that fucking gas is, holy shit. That just tore through me, holy fuck. Like, damn. That was holy. Okay, you know what? Let's switch weapons here.
Send you to hell! Eat this!
Okay. Yeah, I did not expect that fucking gas to be quite so lethal. Like damn. The good news, though, is that these guys are still overly stupid.
You leeches can kill him. Die!
Yeah, I'm not sticking around when you throw fucking grenades at me and when you have a dude with a fucking...
I'll take it! There's one of them! Watch yourselves! Christ, he's dead! He's done for!
Yeah, he is. So are you, buddy. Yeah, I can definitely see some dickheads chomping down in there, and unfortunately it's a large beast, so I probably should have seen if I could figure out a way to get... Yeah, I probably should have done that. Because if I could have got them to come out and fight with these guys, which shouldn't have actually been too hard considering where the leash is. Oh, good God, there's a bunch of them. And if that gas does as much damage to them as it does to me, I'm honestly tempted to just... Fucking biting that looks ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that your leash is the same as the other ones. Whoops. I don't like that it unlocks me. Still does more damage than my fucking weapon, even though he's got a... Well, I guess he's got a resistance to my weapon as well, but... Yeah, I have a feeling that getting them to fight the large beast probably would have been... Oh god, and there's fucking vampires over there too. Good god. Seems to be a lot of things that could kill the civilians that are walking around super close to them. Like, so there's another large beast over there. And there's a couple of skulls around here. The large beast is out there though. The skulls are out the other door, so I don't even know how to get to them. Yeah, I mean, it might be in here what we're looking for, and then we just don't have to deal with those guys, but... No. Would you grab the things? Ran by it like 3 times, and we just wouldn't pick them up. Up we go, should probably check to make sure. Yeah, nothing there. Okay, so that way we have to fight the large beast. That's level 12, and this way we have to fight the 2 skulls. To get a used hatchet now though, so let's see what that's like. Primarily used to cut firewood. So what do we got here? So it's just straight up damage, and then we get stun or absorb blood points. Attack speed is 10. Well, my hacksaw here already has a higher attack speed. And I don't think upgrading increases attack speed, so that's just straight up better, I guess. Because I feel like attack speed is important in this game, all things considered. Although I guess if I can do more damage. Okay, so we got what, a dazzled skull and 2 rogues. None of them are super high level. And then on this way we have the large beast. And I have no idea which way the box of trinkets is. Where are you? Down below me, eh? So if I drop down there, I'm fighting this guy. I mean, that's the end of it. Like, I'm just fighting him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure I could win that fight. I was really hoping that he'd be far enough out that I could target him and just, like, shoot the shit out of him. Oh, although not like my gun does all that much damage. Or like any. Okay, so I can either drop down here and fight 3 skulls. Alright, well, let's do it. Oh, piss off! Nope. Oh yeah, can I just like bust through these? I can't. Look at that. Well, it's getting rather windy outside. So if I could have broken those, then I also could have got the guys to fight them. I'm all for getting these dickheads to fight each other because I'm curious. Because, like, the last time I got the Skulls and the Pre-Wing guys to fight each other, the Pre-Wing guys got their asses kicked. Like, there was even one of the big guys with, like, the stake and, like, on his arm and, like, the charge move and everything. And even he did very little against them. Like, just a level 8. Alright, yeah, come on. There, fill up my blood. Blood sample, another ring to sell. Okay, I think all I might have left is the large beast over there. Yeah, because the large beast is right there. So he must have, it must be the large beast that has it then? Okay, so what's around this way then? Nothing maybe? I mean, this should, I guess, just lead us back into Whitechapel proper, right? I guess. Where the hell are we now?
It's locked, all right.
Locked from the other side, that makes sense. Some more garbage. Doctor rummaging through the garbage to find. Hello, hello, Mr. Brawler. Alright. Where does this lead, though? I mean, I'm not going to be able... Like, I'm going to get up to here, and there's going to be a gate that I can't get past. Like,
for you, sir.
I mean, if you're the only guy here...
Bloody monster!
Oh, and then while I'm nomming on your neck, it's restoring my stamina. Oh. Okay. Why is he T-posing? Okay, a rookie, a cadet. 2 rookies and a cadet. There we go. He got out of his T-pose. It's down here. Box of pills. I mean, I kind of want to see if I can get past... Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can get past these guys.
Step away!
It's just, I doubt that I can go any further than them. So I don't know if it's worth it to fight them. I mean, it is only 3 of them. And they aren't very high level, so you know what?
Spotted! Watch out!
Nom nom. See, now once again, why did that not kill him? But whatever, that was an easy fight. You know, it's not very often that, you know, the easy fights are 5 levels above yours. But I guess when you've gotten used to getting your ass kicked by things like 15 levels higher than you. It's a really white box, like... Alright, so yeah, assuming then that this door will be locked.
It's locked.
Yeah, because we're not allowed into the West End. Alright. I wonder what's going to let us into the West End. Because, I mean... The fact that we can get almost everywhere else on the map, except for there on the first night, leads me to believe that it is... Yeah, this is the way I need to go. That it is story-related going there. Okay. I really don't want to fight that beast. I'm going to take another look inside here to see if there's more. Because, yeah, if I can't... yeah. Is there anywhere... Oh, wait. Is there another... Aha!
This could be the box Lewis thought he lost. There's a letter inside.
Is there now? Well then, let's investigate, shall we? Where's my... There it is. Barrett, there's no easy way to say it, so I'm going to be blunt. We can't keep on like this. At least I can't keep on like this. If Joe ever finds out about us, about his wife and his best friend, it will crush him and then he will kill you. We had some good time together, but let's face it, I'm never going to be your Jane Lewis. You know it, and I know it too, so I'm ending this. Right here and right now. If you agree with my decision, I'm sure we'll find a way to be happy again, you, Joe, and me in time. And then the most important part of our story will have been preserved. Until that day, I wish you'd forgive me. Goodbye for now, Jane Peterson. All right, well,
a
yeah,
letter from Joe Peterson's wife, addressed to Barrett Lewis.
Honestly, kind of figured that.
I wonder.
I mean, oh, if I give it to Joe, he's gonna beat the fuck out of Barrett. Who's this guy? Oh, and that, yeah. Well, at least we don't have to fight the other beast. Because I'm still not entirely sure how well that would go. Let's see. Okay, I want to see what happens with this one. Let's see. Vampyr. Trinkets and more. Yeah. Okay, Jane ends the letter. Okay. If you give the box to Barrett, he'll give you 50 shillings on some junk. If you give it to Joe, he'll give you 25 shillings and reveal that he was aware of the affair. Okay, so it says that you can still interrogate Barrett about his affair either way, but I don't know if that's... I feel like Vampyr, for a game with like choices, they don't really, like, granted it's not like huge choices or anything, but I feel like there's very few, if any, sites that do like any like actual in-depth into like what each choice does, you know. Okay, so it doesn't matter who I give it to. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna give it to Barrett because it's just straight up a better option. I mean,
District has always been wretched.
like, he gives you way more
Fancy
stuff.
buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? I found this box in an abandoned building nearby. I believe it belongs to you.
Let's have a look. Yeah, this is mine. So, you faced those loons that roam around there. Extraordinary.
I suppose I was lucky.
Luck is a commodity round here. Yours should be properly rewarded.
About this package, it's not just tools and trinkets, is it?
I want to be rude or anything after your kind gesture, but it's none of your business.
You want to bet?
Barrett, you had an affair with Joe's wife, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. She's the only woman I loved. My first regret is that she stayed with Joe after Harry was born. The second is I never shed a tear when she died.
Did you ever try talking to Joe?
Never. But I suspected he knew everything, even without knowing it. And he decided to make me pay in his own way.
Do you mean you're Harry's father?
No one will ever know for sure. And it's better that way. And I don't believe I'd have been all that bad as a dad.
Yeah, I guess back in those days, you really didn't.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Like, if you're in a situation like that, you just basically had to guess, right?
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Where's Joe?
You again?
No hint for
Goodbye.
that, eh? Alright, Joe, what is your last hint? Oh, right, the eavesdrop. Right, I forgot that we still had to do that. So I think that's basically okay. So Bates and the Chinese lady, we can't do either of those because we have to rest. Loretta, the Palmers, we need to wait until tomorrow and hope that me getting the I think early didn't fuck anything up. Okay, the last thing that okay, and then I can't go that way because I can't open that gate to get into West End. So I think we need to check this building behind us. Right, yeah. This building, I think.
No one's there.
Yeah, can't enter, the house is empty, so that means that we can't do that until
I cannot enter.
until tomorrow night when Dorothy moves in, because I do believe her and another NPC, assuming that that's after that's like in the second night, or second chapter, I guess. Although with the way I'm playing this, each night will probably be a chapter. So I think then... Oh, fuck. I think I actually just missed the eavesdrop. So yeah, I think then that the last thing that we can do at all, period, total, throughout this, or for this entire night, because I'm just double checking on the map here, but I mean, I have one location here with a lot of shit on it, but it's blocked by gates that I know we can't open. We have some stuff that we've been to, but what we needed wasn't there. So we can't worry about that. We have this hideout and one-way gate over here that I still don't think that we've properly been to, but don't know how to get to it. Okay. No, we need to do... Yeah, so that is part of a side quest to get over there that we can't do yet, because I think we need to get into the blind guy's house. Alright, let's check our investigations. Okay, so we got this one here. Find someone who can read Braille alphabet. I don't know why it says 1 of 4. We do have that, but obviously until we get into the house, we can't convince them. Widow in distress, we already did that. We just need to wait for her to move. Can't get into West End. What is this one? Bring back the knife to the owner. We can't do that until he moves. Another body murdered at the docks. Oh, right, but I do believe... Yeah, that's in the part of the docks that we can't get to either. I completely forgot that we couldn't get over there. I mean, technically we could sell it, but I'd rather not. Yeah, okay. So let's check this. Got all of the hints for quite a... Archer. Oh, okay, so Archer is the guy we rescued. So he has to move. The pillar, the Sean here, has to move. These two we can't get to yet. Dyson Delaney, his last hint is in a location we don't have access to right now. Got them. I'm assuming all these other ones are in the next level, or the other part of the docks. At the hospital itself, we actually have a couple of hints here. Let's see. Strickland and Aykroyd. Oh, right. We need, I do believe, Aykroyd. We only have one hint. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so yeah, we need into Swansea's office to get one of them. And then I'm assuming to get the other one, we need to learn something about Strickland. But to do that, we need to once again get into Swansea's office. So until we get into Swansea's office, we can't... Oh, although... Hang on. Oh, we actually... Okay, so we actually do have another one we can get for Aykroyd. But we still can't finish him off until afterwards. Rakesh, I know that one there is also in Swansea's office, if I'm not mistaken. Got those hints. Their hints are done. Clay, we need to wait for him to move. Those two are done. Tippett still has two, but... And Brannigan. Let's check Brannigan, because I know... Tippett's, I don't think we can do... Yeah, we need to do another... Yeah, that's part of a side quest, and I do believe Brannigan's... Yeah, is also part of a side quest, so we can't finish either of those. And then these two, I don't even know where the hell they are, if I'm being honest. Oh, right, they don't show up until after, at least until tomorrow night as well. Let's see, we got all his. Barrett's done. Harry and Joe, we just need to eavesdrop. Christina and Clayton's done. Mason, we need to get level 3 mesmerize. Same with Loretta, because we need to get into Mason's house and talk to him to get some hints with Loretta. Cadigan, we need to wait for him to move. Nethercott is done. Camellia, we need to wait until Dorothy moves in. I don't... Oh, and then this is probably the guy who... Because there is a guy who protects Dorothy, basically. He's her bodyguard, and I think that's probably that guy. I don't know. Miss Shun here. We need to wait until she moves. Same with the Palmers. We need to wait until they move. So we can't do anything with them, and then we can't get into the West End. So yeah, we have this one eavesdrop and a... we have nobody else that we can cure. We have one eavesdrop, and then we need to talk to Dr. Aykroyd. And then we'll finally be able to sleep. So I'm going to wait here until the eavesdrop activates, and then I'll cut back. We'll get the eavesdrop, and then head over, talk to Aykroyd, And then we'll finally be able to move on to night 2 after how many weeks? Oh, there it is. Well, that didn't take too long. About a minute or so. I don't know what... Like, I don't know if anything will determine whether or not it'll, like, an eavesdrop will trigger. I would imagine that they'd do something to make it so, like, if that's like all you got left, maybe it'll trigger more often or something.
So you only hurt people because you care about me? Is that it?
Don't be such a brat. I'll do what I must to provide us with food and medicine, that's all.
Mum would never have let you bully an old friend like Mr. Lewis. Shame on you.
Harry, I'm your father and I love you. But don't you ever speak to me like that again.
What? You're gonna beat me too?
Jesus. Give me patience.
Alright. Good father-son relationship there. I mean, I guess he didn't actually hit him, so I mean, that's something.
I suspect they would rather not be disturbed for now.
House has too many citizens inside. Yes, because, you know, one person inside, you can knock and ask to enter. 2 people, they'll... don't be ridiculous.
You again? What do you want this time?
Why is your relationship with your son so difficult?
Harry and I are so different. Sometimes I wonder if he's my own blood. Seems he's ashamed to be my son.
Why not change that then? If you used your strength to do good, perhaps Harry wouldn't feel that way about you.
How dare you tell me what I should or shouldn't do with my boy? Who the fuck are you to interfere like that?
I think I've already got all the hints, so this can't matter.
I don't doubt your motives. I'm certain you simply wish to provide for your family. But this desire might be the cause of your misery.
I don't think I like your attitude, sir. In fact, I'm starting to dislike your face so much, I might try to improve it, see?
I'd like to see you try, Colossus Joe. In the meantime, are you sure I can't be of any help to your son? I am a doctor, remember?
Never. Harry's complicated. Fragile, you could say. Doesn't mingle with strangers. Now leave us alone.
Goodbye,
All right.
Mr. Pete. Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So,
I'm not bothered.
you and your father have a difficult relationship, Harry. Tell me, did he ever hurt you?
No.
Never. My father can be brutal and rude, violent even. But he never touched an hair on my head.
What is going on between you two then?
It's his job, if you can call it a job. He bullies people. Men and women we know, like poor Mr. Lewis. It's just not right.
Do you remember when Barrett Lewis was close to your family? To your mother?
Not really. I was too young. But I remember it was a happier time. Mr. Lewis was funny. He often had dinner with us.
Why are you sad then?
Because it hurts to remember a time when my father used to laugh and smile. It hurts to realise he's as sad as me now.
How was he towards you?
He was nice, I guess. He never forgot my birthday. He always offered me books. I liked books.
Would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
I can't say. I'd be glad if he dropped his thuggish activities, but I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr. Reed. Or it's this life. It's like I can't find my place.
Alright, well, I mean, that's cleared up all of our hints for them, and everybody's
Goodbye, young
healthy,
man.
so I guess it's time to go.
Take care of yourself.
Man, this is a long part to finish off the first night. But whatever, we will head back to the church, talk to Dr. Aykroyd. Oh, this door's been unlocked. I never went through that door before. Oh, wait, weren't we just up? Yeah, we were up there at one point. Yeah, you guys do just that. I'm leaving. Because yeah, there was a thing down there that's supposed to be, but there wasn't one. Can I just run straight between these then? I mean, like, because there's a guy. Probably not then, eh? Oh, no, they do let me around. Alright, cool. Well, good to know that I can... Oh, choose what to do with the watch, okay. Hang on, let me get rid of that. I think that's in the docks. Yeah. Well, that's good to know that I can get between the... I'm so glad I went that way and opened that door now. Because that would have sucked if I had to go all the way back around. Although, to talk to the blind guy, I guess I need Mesmerize level 3 anyway, but... Alright, back to the hospital. Go around front. I want to see how much Milton's shotgun is as well. Is
Good evening, Doc.
I'd like...
Wise choice.
because Milton's shotgun is 296 damage, 315. So let's get that actually. Boop. Okay, now we gotta find Dr. Aykroyd, because I don't know how I didn't get this one before, but supposedly I can get another
I'm quite busy.
here. Oh, look at that!
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
Alright,
Thank you for your time.
cool. Alright, so there we go. We got that hint now. Now then, let's go up, because I want to see... Actually, come to think of it. Milton's shotgun is 296. Yeah, and the other one was only 160, so yeah, damn, that's definitely better. So I want to see now if I can upgrade this at all. Although it's already green, so that's, I guess, good. Yeah, there we go. More stuff to recycle. Make junk. Oh. Now, let's see. Milton shotgun. Improve firepower. Decrease the reloading time. I'd rather just straight up murder them than decrease reloading time. And I do have enough because I haven't really been upgrading any guns. About the same thing? Yeah. More damage. Alright. Now if I could find a better revolver, I mean that would be nice as well. I do have enough to upgrade it twice as well. I just don't know if it would be worth it. What did increase shot? 5 stun to the weapon and increase rate of fire. Damage and reloading, and then stun rate of fire. So I mean, the pistol I could use as like, I would probably go damage, stun with it. So do the shotguns not have stuns? They don't, because I guess they're mainly focused on doing damage. I think I'll leave that for now. Alright. And it is officially time to finally fucking sleep and get through and get done the first night. Blood capacity, big thirst. I mean, I don't need... I know more stamina wouldn't help too much. More health definitely would, though, so... Let's pump up the health. And then I think I was getting... And I was focusing on bites, but... You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. What does that mean? 2 seconds of control. Blood barrier. You can create an invisible barrier. Alright, well, you know what? I may do some research on this to see what's worth it to get. And I will show you at the beginning of the next part. So, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.